Hey everybody, it's me, Sean. Welcome back to Rise of Industry. Well, I let a lot of time run by here because we were having some financial trouble. We're actually really in good shape, but we almost went bankrupt because of some of the events had piled up a little bit. So I had to kind of carefully manage some of my stuff. Now we're to the point we have too much water down here. We actually have too much water kind of everywhere. So what do I want to do? Um, I mean, we're getting plenty of water too everywhere that needs it, right? I don't think anybody is falling short. Oh yeah, no, these guys have plenty of water too. So I guess I could just, oh shit, this one's not even connected. I can delete that one without any guilt. Um, and I suppose I could delete one of the ones off of this one. And here, we're not really building up a lot of spare water. So I guess I don't really need to worry about that, but we are going to be accumulating extra water. Actually, maybe I'll go ahead and eliminate one of these guys off of here just to save on some maintenance costs and make things a little more efficient. So over here we have, so these guys, 12 and a half days, and this is 12 and a half days. So these are synced up just fine. One paper mill making cartons feeds the food factory perfectly, but problem is we have way too many oranges. So I don't want to eliminate the orange fields. What's the alert here? Destination storage is full. Uh, hmm. Which destination? Oh, the paper mill that is having cardboard delivered to it. Yeah. So I believe I was still playing when we started delivering cardboard here from the paper DC, where we just have too much cardboard uh, being made. So I don't think I need to explain that. Up here, storage is just fine, and we're balancing out much better now. We have a little too much water, but that's quite reasonable. We have too much lumber there, not enough lumber here. So maybe I'm going to switch this one over to one of the paper factories, Paper Mill 4, and I will switch this one over to a cardboard factory. 1, 2, oh boy, 6. Looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, great. So maybe that will give us a better balance on that. I don't think anything is really running short. What's the what was the little arrow problem? That's right. It seems like this is fine. Um, hmm. Okay. So this distribution center is overflowing with water. So I reduced our water production down here, and I cut a couple back on each of these guys, but apparently I didn't reduce it enough. So why don't I just go ahead and turn this one off for now, and hopefully that will help us burn through some of that water. Here in the ash depot, we don't have anything spare stored, so that's good. We are selling that orange juice, which is great. Still accumulating funds, which is really nice. Down here, I believe our paper mill and lumberyard are still turned off. So these two factories are running completely off of the cardboard that's being brought in from up at the other spot. What I probably ought to do is have this paper mill send its production, instead of sending it here, sending it to the distribution center, and then I can send it from the distribution center back or down to these paper mills. So I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this one on, and that will get the cardboard out of here. That could be one of the reasons that we've accumulated so much water as well, as we just weren't making any cardboard. And I should be able to set up another paper mill to make cartons, which means I'd be able to set up another food factory to make juice. So I'm going to put a road a little further along that way, and then I will go factory, food factory and spin you around. And I'll put you right there, and then we will set you to make orange juice. Yes, great. Close, close, which means you can send some of your oranges. I also started sending some of this spare stuff to just these farmers markets just to get rid of it. So these guys are still, do I need 2 trucks or do I really only need 1 truck on each of these? We'll find out. Food Factory 3, 1 truck, great. But getting water here might be tricky. Destination, this one doesn't quite have enough water coming in, so I'm not really going to be able to send the water. Oh, and it's actually weirdly sending water to Food Factory 2. So let's send that to Food Factory 3. I said Food Factory 3. There we go. And so this one's third destination is the paper mill, isn't it? Well, we'll see. We'll see how this balances out, but I might have to rearrange some of the destinations and stuff. Again, this might be a good time for a warehouse. But from what I understand, the warehouses fill up pretty quickly. But I haven't really tried using one yet. I wonder what the catchment area is on a warehouse. Let's see. Oh, I haven't unlocked warehouses yet. Well, we have a lot of research points. So there's logistics. We've got all the mini things unlocked. I don't really need to cheapen up the roads. This would, let's unlock that to reduce our costs. We still have 1 point left. And I think we'll use that to unlock the warehouse. Yes, let's unlock that warehouse. Just so we can see what it does. We do have an R&D point in industry. So that would allow us to chocolate cake, apple pie, and dough. That would be a good one. Milk factory would be apple smoothie and chocolate bars. Also a potentially good one. And pizza and burgers. Pizza and burgers are both good, but they both need... No, pizza needs wheat, cheese, and vegetables. So we could... Well, we aren't making cheese yet. Burgers need dough, meat, and vegetables. So we would need to unlock dough before we do that. Would we want to unlock something else instead, though? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and unlock the thing that will allow us to build dough. Although textiles would be good because then we could start using the leather. We can't really use milk until we can use leather, and we'll need textiles to be able to use leather because that, I think work clothes use leather, and I know handbags use leather. So we're going to need a few more industry points before we can do that. We do have some points here, and really no need to spend them yet. So, I mean, I guess we could just do base unlocks just to clear those out, and just so we don't have those points sitting there. And we have, yeah, a bunch of farming R&D points, no good. And industry, we have 0. Logistics, 0. Great. Okay, so we've got those 4 points that are just sitting there. Now, is this food factory running? No, because we don't have cartons coming in. I need another carton factory. Factory, paper mill. There we are. I am not going to be able to fit it in there, am I? That little wedge is in the way. And all this needs is cartons, or is cardboard, right? So I can set it right there. And we'll close that. And then you are going to be producing cartons. Yes. Your destination is going to be Food Factory 3. Yes. 2 trucks probably ought to be enough. Good. And you, paper mill 10. Cardboard, paper mill 10. Don't think we need 3 trucks on all these. I will go 2 trucks on each of these and we'll see how that works out. Should be enough. Speed it up a little bit. Looks like we have a gap there where I can put a road. So we'll connect those up, make it a little more straightforward route. And you will have your destination, right? Nope. Let's get that set. Logistics, manufacturing DC. 2 trucks ought to be plenty. You're not producing anything yet, but let's get you those first cartons so you can start producing. You've got everything else. You've got fruit. You've got water. But no cartons. Come on, carton. There we go. Producing. Nice. Okay. So we've got that going. We've got $3 million in the bank. Here, yep, you're full. We can't do anything else until you get rid of some of your stuff. Up here, you know what? Actually, having Food Factory 3 on here is a bad idea. Let's set Paper Mill 7 on here, like that. It doesn't really use that much water. And then down here, I'm going to change you to Food Factory 3. There we go, because I feel like these guys are going to use more water. And this one is producing a lot of water, so. Would I? Nah, you can take the long way to get down here. It's not that big a deal. You have plenty of water, so I'm not concerned about that. The lumberyard is still disabled. Yep. There's some of our fruit trucks returning from their getting rid of our surplus oranges. We have a lot of surplus oranges at this farm. Not really much to do with them. I guess I could send them to the distribution center and then send them out to various towns. Let's see if that would be worth our while. Does Exley demand oranges and not get oranges? They do demand oranges. Doesn't look like they're really getting any. So we could send them to Exley Depot, but let's see if Kipler would be a better deal. Kipler does not care for oranges, so I guess the answer to that is no. So let's yeah, let's do that. Let's start sending these guys to Exley. Destination, I'm going to knock two. I said gonna knock 2 trucks. Oh, come on. Knock 2 trucks off of you. And I will add the distribution center. Come on. With 2 trucks. It's fine. And here, I'll set up a trade route. Add route. Trucks. And this is going from the Alton Manufacturing Distribution Center. And it's going to have just raw oranges on it somewhere. There they are. And we'll do another one of those. And then it will deliver to Exley Depot. Great. And start. And then if we go to Exley Depot, we can set the delivery of those oranges to the farmer's market. There we are, farmer's market, and we only have 1 truck, so we'll put it on there. And that'll help us clear out the things. Yep, you're welcome. All right, so these seem to be running great. Still plenty of fruit, not enough cartons, but the cartons are timed out basically on a 1-to-1 basis. Don't know why Food Factory, oh yeah, Food Factory 3 is not getting cartons because it's just like too far from Carton Factory. This Carton Factory is not getting cartons, probably because I don't have them set to be delivered there, do I? Oh, I do. Huh. Okay, so it just doesn't have any spare cardboard. You are delivering to the DC. Stop delivering to the paper mill directly. So you should just be delivering to the DC. So I may need more cardboard, would be my guess. We just got some delivered. Let's keep an eye on this, and we'll watch, and we'll see what happens as the trucks arrive. But I suspect that we are not quite producing enough cardboard. Yep. And we're going to have quite a gap till that next batch shows up, aren't we? So let's not sit there and stare at that anymore. Oh, but we're not going to have the water necessary. like there's just not the delivery slots available to deliver more water here. And we can't really deliver stuff out of here either. Although I suppose I could send water from here to go to the farms. But I like having this as our centralized paper, our centralized cardboard thing, and we are going to need more cartons over time. So I guess I will just set up another water gathering slot. We're still gathering too much water at this slot. All right. So water gatherer is right there. Very good. I need to make sure that we can gather it, but looks like we can gather plenty from this destination. There we go. I'm not really going to need that much. I'm really just going to start with one for now. Because right now we're just feeding one paper mill, or we will be feeding one paper mill. And look at this. I'm going to use this thing, the new duplicate function, which should give us exactly the same things. But it didn't. So, not quite working the way that it's supposed to. All right, so it's making cardboard, and the destination also didn't copy. Would be the logistics manufacturing DC. Maybe it's not set up yet. I thought it was, but maybe that eyedropper's been there the whole time, and I just never noticed. Your destination is paper mill 11. Great. You really only need 2 trucks. It's probably going to be more than enough. And your new destination is paper mill 11 as well. Factory, paper mill 11. I'll go ahead and give that 2. No, 1 is probably going to be enough. Great. You know what? I'm going to turn you on so we can get some stuff out of there. You still have plenty of lumber, but we need to get paper mill 11 going. So now, if we watch the storage here, hopefully the cardboard storage will start accumulating. It should, because we're producing more, like, oh no. We actually need, because these produce a carton every 12.5 days, this produces a cardboard every 15 days, right? So we actually need more paper mills than we do carton factories. Now we do have spare cartons coming from up north, and we kind of do want to burn through their leftovers, but we could use another carton factory down here. So, I mean another cardboard factory down here. So I'm gonna set that up. I'll still use the duplicate thing even if it doesn't really work. There we are. You are producing cardboard, yes, and your destination is the distribution center. Right there. 2 trucks should be fine. Good. You are going to have a destination of paper mill, whatever, 100 right there. We'll put 1 truck on that. That'll do pig. And you, I guess, need another harvester. And we'll put a road there for you. And then your destination will be paper mill, whatever, 12. Great. And 2 trucks? Sure, why not? All right. You have plenty of goods. You need some water, but we'll get that soon, hopefully. Oh, yep, looks like you're producing, so you must have water coming in. There's a little bit of water piling up. Very good. All right, so now let's see if we start getting cardboard stockpiling here, which is what we need. That will mean we'll be able to keep up with our carton production. It's not stockpiling necessarily, but it is showing up in there and then getting delivered right away. Let's give it a little more time. Basically, once that trade route shows up with the surplus, then we'll be able to kind of look at that and see how it's doing. I guess what we might want to end up doing is transferring all of our lumber production down to this area and sending it out from here, especially if we're going to start putting trains and stuff in here eventually. I'm not really planning ahead well enough. There we go. There's our cardboard coming in. So let's see how quickly it goes out. It is still going down, actually quite rapidly. So I might need considerably more cardboard production. It looks like at least one more factory would be a good idea. Are we over? We are kind of oversupplying these guys. So you know what? I'm going to stick with what we have right now. And it'll probably balance out over time. Okay, so we have a gathering R&D point. Is there any base thing? Do I really want the fisherman piers? Like, I'm not going to be using fishing anytime soon. I'm also not going to be using any of those things either. So, just forget it. Farming, of course. Industry, we have an industry point. I could do these apple smoothies. Apple smoothies, oh, they use milk. Chocolate bars use milk. So they're no good to us yet. Pizza we can do. Pizza uses wheat. Oh, that uses cheese. But hamburgers we can do because they use dough, meat, and vegetables. And we can make dough because that just uses water and wheat. So we could start making burgers. If we were to start making burgers, we would have spare eggs. Wheat, eggs, and cocoa are used for chocolate cakes. And I think we can already do chocolate cakes. We can. So we have the potential to make burgers and chocolate cakes, which sounds pretty sweet. Oh, I didn't mean it as a pun. Sounds pretty awesome. That's more what I meant. So let's go ahead and unlock that. And that's a potential for the future. And look at that, we've got $8 million. So we have definitely become a nice profitable venture here. But I want to be making a lot more orange juice. We're not, oh, look at this. This place is actually getting rid of all of its oranges. So that's good. So Food Factory 1, is it getting in the proper amount of oranges? How about Food Factories 2 and 3 as well? 1 has plenty of oranges. 2, plenty of oranges. 3, yeah, it's doing fine. But it's not like overflowing with oranges like the others. Is that this one? Okay, so I'm going to drop 1 and add 1 there. But this farm still has, well, all right, so let's lower the amount going to the overflow. Stop it, you. There we go. And we'll see. That definitely should get us back onto the accumulating side. Although, honestly, delivering them to this distribution center is also... There we go. So we'll leave it. Actually, I'm going to put one more onto there. Okay, we'll leave it like that. And seems like a pretty good balance. Did we take care of the water situation up here? This DC is still full, and it's mostly because it has so much extra water. Is that because the wheat fields are overloaded with water? They are overloaded with water. Yes, and our chicken farm is doing just fine. So we still have too much water coming in, and we're not getting rid of it all. I'm not sure which of these is the furthest from... I'm going to guess it's this one. So we'll go ahead and actually let's knock out that entire thing. Oh, that's right. This one's turned off, isn't it? Shit. Well, you know what? I'm literally going to knock out that entire thing. And I'll get rid of those roads too. And that's going to be it for this episode, you guys. Well, another fun one. We did pretty well. We've got some serious cash piled up here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I certainly am. If you are, click that like button. Leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.